Hi, welcome to today's tutorial on how to create a Facebook business page. And we're going to be taking you through the entire process of starting that from scratch. You're going to need to log into your personal Facebook profile in order to do that. It is a requirement. I've already done that, as you can see. Now, before we get into the actual creation of the page, I just want to throw a couple of suggestions your way. This is something I wish somebody would have told me before I created some of my Facebook pages. And that's the fact that you should seriously consider an optimal name for the business page. Now, you may already have an established business where you can't really change the name, but you can play around with the wording a little bit for the Facebook page if it's necessary. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say that the name of my business is Diana Cakes. Okay, so I'm a baker and I make cakes for a living, and I do it for birthday parties or what have you. Now, if I type in Diana Cakes in the graph bar, you're going to see that there are actually a few businesses that already have that name or something similar to it. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of these people are in different cities, different countries. They're not necessarily direct competitors of yours. Nonetheless, if you're one among dozens of, Facebook business pages with the same name, you won't necessarily stand out. So this is just something to keep in mind. I would definitely do a little bit of browsing around the search bar before you actually make up your mind permanently as to what you want to call your name. The other thing I would do is also keep in mind that some people might want to look you up, or people might want to look up the niche or the topic versus your business directly. So I don't know if you understand what I mean by that, but let's say that people are interested in cakes and they just want to look around their local area. So chances are what they're going to do is they're not going to type in your name, because they may not even know about your business. In fact, if they were to just type in Diana, they're going to get just a long list of personal profiles on Facebook. So the chances of people finding you through your name is very slim unless they already know your business. However, if they type in the keyword, which is cakes, then you have a lot better chance. So as you can see, you're going to get a list of cake businesses by various individuals. So if I wanted to take a spin on that, even if my business was already registered as Diana Cakes and I had dianacakes.com and everything was set up, it's no big deal. You can still put a spin on it and you can do something like Cakes by Diana. Now, Diana happens to be a very common name, so you're still going to see a few people with that business. But I think you get what I'm trying to say here is that putting a keyword at the forefront is going to make you more prone to be found by people that may not know your business previously. So keep that in mind as we go forward, and we're going to get right into it because I want this to be a very short tutorial. We're going to go to create page. We're going to select one of 6 categories. If you are absolutely positive you already know which one you fall into, that's fantastic. If you are not, just click on each one of them individually and you'll see that Facebook has already predetermined a list of many possibilities for you. So if you have a local practice, for example, doctor, dentist, whatever it is, you're going to notice that they've even customized the information that goes beneath that. So you would obviously have a local address because it's a physical business or store, an establishment where people can visit. If you notice that some of the information to populate is not applicable to you, then you probably have not chosen the right category. So just go through them all and make sure that you're finding the absolute best one. And as you can see, each one of these has a long list of possibilities. For the Diana Cakes, we would actually go with brand or product just because it would actually be an online cake selling service versus an actual physical bakery, for example. So here I just want to show you the only one that does not have the drop down options is the cause or community. I'm not sure why, but it's something that's pretty straightforward. Usually, non-profit organizations or anything that's charity or let's say you're a local food bank, something like that would fall under cause or community. Or if you're doing a fundraiser for something, same thing, falls under that category. We're going to go with brand or product just for this tutorial. And the product is right here. Definitely read the Facebook pages and terms. I've already done that for previous pages, but I definitely recommend you do, just so that you're always practicing within their guidelines. Facebook has a set of guidelines that they expect you to follow. I've entered in the name. Like I said, for now I'm putting Diana Cakes. Each of these 4 steps you can bypass if you need to, but I would recommend doing them right away. The description is probably the most important. This is what sort of your tagline or what it is that you want people to see, the very first thing you want people to see about your business, so what it is that you offer. So I put something like cakes for any occasion. I'd probably do it a little bit longer than that, but something 1 or 2 sentences. This is equally as important. You want to be able to put this on business cards or on your websites. So make it something short and catchy and easy for people to remember and type in, and as close as possible to the actual name of your business. If it's already taken, then Facebook will tell you that, but this is a URL that will be pretty permanent. They only allow you to change it once, so make sure that you choose the right one. I'm going to go with Diana Cakes. Yes, it is a real brand or product, and yes, we do have the authorization, official ownership of. And then you go through the profile pictures. We're going to skip this right now just for the purpose of time, but definitely the profile pic and the cover are absolutely critical for visibility, and I'm going to talk about that in other Facebook training videos. But do not do the paid advertising right away, especially if you're a beginner. There's a lot of other ways that you can get organic traffic to your page before you even think about doing paid advertising. So just ignore that for now. You're on your page now. So the first 3 things that I would do, well, other than liking your own page, you want to be the first one to like your page. And there's 3 things. One is the profile picture. It's generally about 250 by 250, which you can modify on Microsoft Paint or PicMonkey. But generally Facebook will do that for you. Even if you upload something that's bigger, it'll automatically do it. It will not do it for the ad cover, in my experience. You have to edit that yourself. Make sure that it's not too big, not too small. Choose something that's high res, high definition, and congruent to your page. This is like your billboard, okay? So you definitely want this to be a nice big image, nice and clear, with your company logo or slogan. You are not allowed to advertise directly on these covers, is one of the Facebook guidelines, but you can put the name of your business or your slogan, but no direct advertising. The second thing I would do is invite all your email contacts, or I should say these are your Facebook contacts. So as you can see, there's a long list here that I could go through. You can only invite individuals once, and then they will either like your page or not. And finally, you can invite email contacts. So that's what I would do next. After you've invited your Facebook friends, you can also share the page, but it's a little bit easier to just invite them because it just extracts your entire contact list from any one of your email services and just sends them an invitation to like your page. So it's less work. And the third thing I would do after the profile and the invitation is to go to the edit page and edit settings. And there's a lot of things. You're going to have to go through these 4 tabs very slowly and fill in the relevant information. The most important that I would recommend to you to go through here in the general, is the notifications. You're going to start noticing that notifications come up anytime anybody does anything. such as you see over here. So it may or may not be something that you want to turn on and off. I always turn it off in my email. I do not want to be getting emails every time somebody does something on the page. It's a personal preference though. The page info is very, very important. You do want a short description more than anything. This is what's going to show up at the forefront. Right underneath your profile picture, you're going to have a couple of lines where you're able to see the Facebook, the description of your business. So I would put your website URL or your contact information or some sort of link that you want people to see more than anything else. If you want more information later on, you could put it in the long description, but the short description is the most important thing that you want people to see. The admin roles just allows you to share ownership of the page with other people, give them authority to do content creation on the page, moderation, advertising, things like that. Don't worry about the apps and everything right now. And that's it. And the fourth thing you would obviously do is start posting content on your page, just the same way that you would do it on a personal profile. But the primary three things are going to be the profile images and the cover, the editing the settings, and finally inviting all your contacts. Do not even do paid advertising yet. Just get as many likes as you can. Once you get 30 likes and above, you're able to see the page insights tab, which is a phenomenal tool. You're able to see things like posts and likes and an overview of the statistics of the page, basically how much traffic you get when your audience is online, people demographics as far as their age and sex and geographic location. There's a lot of really cool stuff that you can do on the Facebook page once you've built up that audience, and we'll discuss more training in upcoming videos in the future. But for now, this is how you create your Facebook business page, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.